Yeah, absolutely. It's front and center. It's one of the key catalysts for us, and that's why we at WisdomTree are, looking very closely at European equities at this point in time. Our view is, we on reflecting on the fourth quarter of 2020, what we really saw was industrials and financials had the strongest breadth of earnings beats. And the other thing that we observed was it wasn't just sales that were sales estimates that were outpacing consensus, but we also saw margins beating very, very strongly. So our view is looking into this quarter, we expect it to be a primary catalyst for the European equity market at this point in time.
It's interesting that we finally seem to be getting to a place where European equity markets are beginning to outperform their US peers. Some of this, though, has to be dependent on the progress in the vaccination programs. We seem to have dialed down the vaccine nationalism, but are you confident that the EU is now on top of its mandate when it comes to making sure that these vaccines are delivered in a timely and an efficient manner?
I think that's front and center of what is driving the change in sentiment. But the other very important factor that we believe is driving European equity markets, the fact that it's anyway, despite its recovery that we've seen over the course of 2020, it's still lagging global peers. So it's lagging in performance terms, it's lagging China, it's lagging Japan, and it's lagging the US. Secondly, what investors seem to be forgetting that given Europe being an export-dependent economy, the global growth recovery that we're seeing is actually going to benefit Europe amongst the most. So for now, what we believe is really pushing European equities higher is the global growth story, the improvement in the vaccination program. What we believe will help this recovery sustain over the long term will be when we see the European consumer actually unleash all that pent-up demand that's been locked up so far. Given the fact that we have 70% of Europe's economy dependent on services. So there's this big divide where we're seeing a pickup in manufacturing, but services are lagging behind. And when we see both of these start to get back to its pre-pandemic levels, that's when the European recovery is going to be a lot more sustainable, than we're currently seeing at the point.